Hello, my dear listeners, and welcome back to the Mr. English Podcast Zone. I'm your host, Joan, and today I want to guide you through one of the most helpful methods for speaking English with confidence. This powerful technique is called the chunking method. If your goal is to speak English more naturally, if you want your sentences to flow without stopping, if you want to finally think in English instead of translating in your head, then chunking will change the way you learn. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's walk through this step by step, slowly, clearly, and in a way that feels like a real conversation. Let's begin. What exactly is chunking? Let's start with the simple idea. When most learners try to speak English, they build sentences one word at a time. You know that feeling. You think about the vocabulary, you worry about the grammar, you try to choose the right structure, and suddenly everything feels slow and heavy. Your mind freezes. Your words disappear. You feel nervous. But there's a much easier way to speak. It's called using chunks. Chunks are small groups of words, short phrases that English speakers already use as ready-made pieces. You don't create them from zero. You don't analyze them. You don't build them word by word. You simply take the phrase and use it like a single unit, just like snapping Lego pieces together to build a bigger shape. Here are some examples of chunks you may already know. What's going on? I'm not sure. Give me a second. Sounds good. Take your time. No problem. We don't stop to think about these. We say them in one smooth breath, and they carry a complete meaning. That's why chunks are so powerful. When you learn a chunk, you learn an idea, not a list of separate words. Let's practice a few together. Repeat after me slowly. How's everything? Good. Let me check. Nice. I don't think so. Excellent. Feel the rhythm? You're not memorizing single words. You're absorbing real, natural English units. Why chunking makes English easier. Let's imagine two situations. Situation 1. Word by word speaking. You try to say a sentence. Your brain searches for each word. You think about the grammar. you try to remember the structure. It's stressful. It's slow. It breaks your confidence. Situation 2. Speaking with chunks. You already know the phrase. You don't think about grammar. You don't translate from your language. You simply say the whole expression as one piece. It feels easy. It feels natural. It feels fast. And this is how native speakers speak every day. They don't think subject, verb, object. They use familiar patterns stored in their memory. When you speak with chunks, you sound more fluent because your brain is focused on the message, not the mechanics. That's why I always say chunking helps your brain do less thinking and more communicating. Real-life chunks you can start using today. Let's look at some useful, everyday phrases. I'll explain them slowly so they stay in your memory. 1. I'm on my way. This means I'm coming now. Fast, natural, simple. 2. Let's keep in touch. Say this when you want to stay connected with someone in the future. 3. That's not the point. Use this when someone is missing the main idea of what you're saying. 4. That makes sense. This means you understand something clearly and logically. 5. I'm not in the mood. Say this when you don't feel like doing something. Each one is a complete idea. You don't change them. You don't rebuild them. You just use them. How to learn chunks the right way. Step by step. Chunking is not difficult, but it requires a different way of learning. Step 1. Listen closely. Watch movies. Listen to podcasts. Listen to native speakers. Pay attention to phrases that repeat often. These repeated expressions are your chunks. Step 2. Write them down. Use your phone or a notebook. Write the entire phrase, not just the words. Also note where you heard it and how the speaker used it. Step 3. Say them aloud. This part is essential. Your mouth needs to feel the phrase, the sounds, the rhythm, the emotion. Your muscles must practice them. Step 4. Review your chunks. Every few days, look at your list again. Say each phrase out loud. Try using it in a new sentence. Think of a moment when you could use it in real life. Only 2 or 3 new chunks a day is enough. Little by little, your English becomes smoother, richer, and more automatic. Some great chunks you can add today. Let me know. I'm on it. Take your time. I'll think about it. That's a good point. Short, real, useful. Wrapping up today's lesson. Today, we explored the chunking method, what it is, why it works, and how you can start using it every day. Remember, English becomes much easier when you speak in pieces, not in isolated words. Chunks reduce stress, save time, and help you sound more natural. Even a few chunks a day can transform your speaking. So keep listening, keep repeating, keep collecting these useful little expressions. And most importantly, keep believing that you can speak English confidently. I'm Joan, and this is the Mr. English Podcast Zone. Thank you for learning with me today. Take care, keep practicing, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Goodbye for now.